This isn't the same stroke. These are different strokes. These are nuances off of the regular stroke. But you're trying to do the same thing that you do for the power drive and hit a dipper or an angle or a topspin lob. You can't do it. I can take that ball off my shoe tops here and hit it. I'm not really getting topspin on it. I'm getting side spin. But it doesn't really matter whether I'm coming across the ball this way and lifting or I'm pushing up this way and lifting. What matters is you got the spin on the ball, because the spin does what? To slow the ball down. It creates more friction with the air, and that friction is what pulls it down quicker. Okay? That's the advantage to it. This is a phenomenal shot. What's another place that you will use it effectively? What's another place you'll use it very, very effectively? Think about it. It makes the ball dip fast.
Someone's up in net.
That's the dipper when they're up there, okay? You only get credit for that once. Come on. Come on. Open your mind.
Serve. Serve.
Too dangerous because basically there's too much racket motion off of a ball that's not secure. Approach shot. Approach shot. When I go into this position here and I take a ball low here, what have I been asking you to do? To chip it. Why? So you get the lift and you take the pace off of it. Well, now you got a chance to do the topspin with it. Go into that ball, come into here, whoop, outside that ball, have that ball dip like a ping pong shot. Right? The way you do it is how? You get the racket so that the backswing is starting toward the side fence, not the back fence. If it starts toward the side fence here, I got a good shot at continuing that motion in this direction. When it starts here, I have an even better chance of finishing it this way. I don't want the power that way. Okay? So number one is the backswing. Take it back to here. Tougher to do it from an open stance. I like the closed stance. What Sam was showing you here when he threw you the ball was he was in a closed stance moving this way as he hits that shot. Makes it much easier to get the racket moving that way when your body's moving that way. Now as I open my stance and I start to get further like this, a lot more difficult to hit from here. I can still do it. I just pivot that left foot. Pivot that left foot, I'm in this position, whop, I'm out in that position. Where am I making contact with that ball when I go outside the ball? Back further. I'm not getting it out in front. As a matter of fact, I may even do the cardinal sin and do something that obviously we're never supposed to do, which is to hit off the back foot. Oh, my heaven, off the back foot. Why was that okay? Because I don't want the power going forward with my whole body weight coming forward. I want the power lifting on that shot. Boom, on that shot. So again, look at the opportunities that you're missing off of this type of a shot. And you don't have it. Why don't you have it? Because usually in 90–95% of the cases when you're playing from the backcourt, the other person's in the backcourt and you're trying to hit it deep. Okay? If more people came to the net and did it more often, you'd develop the shot and be able to dip it. When I say when a person comes to the net, there are 3 places to pass a person. Where are they? And we made this special for McKinney, Texas, because we wanted to keep it simple. Where are the 3 places that you need to pass the person, John?
At them, at them, at them.
Ah, he's got that down flat. Okay? At them, and at them. Don't try to pass them. Dip it to their shoe tops, pound it to their belly button, or topspin lob it over their head. Okay? At them, at them, at them. Now, I can pass them, I can do damage to them even on a half-court area. I don't need the full court. But this opens, look at how many things this opens up. And the problem is that you've been trying to hit the same shot and hit these different, same stroke and hit these different shots. Can't do it. Second thing, change the arc of the swing in this direction. Keep the elbow glued to the rib cage. Don't take the stroke from the shoulder. When I take the stroke from the shoulder, I'm adding power on the shot and I got a larger arc. That's baseline to baseline. When I want to do this and I want that ping pong shot, I nail that elbow into my rib cage take the arc back the same way, back in here, and boom, coming right up over the top of the ball. And I don't let that arm come out in this position. I keep it in tight here, use my legs, and right in this position. A lot of wrist, a lot of elbow, and a lot of racket speed. Totally different shot. I mean, we're not talking about, you know what it reminds me of? When I was in grammar school, one of the teachers told me a startling thing about Eskimos. He said, you know, it's interesting because, and I was living in New Jersey at that time, we got quite a bit of snow, but we didn't get as much snow as the Eskimos. So she said, you know, it's interesting because basically you only have one name for a snowflake, and that's a snowflake that falls in here. It is. Eskimos have 100 different names for 100 different snowflakes. Huh? Why? Because they deal with snow all year long. They're that precise with it. Well, the more you use it, the more you're going to develop this stuff. But don't come out here and continue to try to use the same technique and get a different result. It ain't going to work. Develop the different shot. And when you watch the players, watch them when they're doing this type of stuff. When they get inside the baseline, they don't take the stroke back like this and hit from here. They go in here, boom, right into the grip. And you got that little dipper. When the person comes to the net, you go with the angle, little zipper. Okay? Develop that shot. That's what I'm trying to get you to do in this particular simple drill. But it's not a simple drill if you try to do it right. Okay? This is a difficult shot because you haven't hit it that much before. Okay? Now let's go back, get those balls up, and let's do it again. 2 people up in the net, 2 people in the backcourt.